The following is a production of MSGPR, the source for all your Lufkin Panther media.
Coach, two most things talked about in Lufkin, Texas today. Opening day of Lufkin Panther football practice and how hot it is. And it's unfortunate that two come on the same day. How'd the kids hold up today?
Well, I thought they did good. You know, the first day they're always bust out and everything's good and they're happy and jumping around. And then about halfway through the heat hits them, and then at the end they didn't eat enough breakfast this morning. So it's about what we expected, though.
How are the coaches holding out?
Well, they're in there right now. They're mopping floors and doing all that. So they'll sit down and recover here in a minute.
Good deal. Well, folks, y'all stay with us. Check back with us periodically during the next couple of weeks, and we'll give you updates from the Lufkin Panther football camp of 2015. Welcome back, Lufkin Panther fans. It's day 2 of the Lufkin High School Panther football camp 2015. One of the things that we do know out here that it's been the hottest 2 days of the year, and when you combine that with athletic activities, you got to stay hydrated. One of the hardest working guys that's out here is the head trainer, Forrest Bridges. Forrest, why don't you walk us through a little bit of your preparation and during the course of practice, what you do to keep these players hydrated?
You know, Ricky, we put out somewhere around 120 gallons of water per practice, several ice chests. We have power breezer fans, which are very expensive, very nice Mr. fans in the background here. We have a tent to cool the players off. We have cool towels. We have several students to go around and hand out water. We also do breaks during the period of the practice.
What kind of schedule as far as breaks and things go? I know that Coach Quick talks about running 23, 24 periods. Explain to us that.
Well, the periods are about 5 or 10 minutes, and then we do breaks. We have 2 scheduled breaks, and then we have a little bit of time between when they're moving different formations and whatnot that we can water the athletes. But during the breaks, we use our fans, and we can mist them and cool them off and get them back to normal a little bit.
The fans are behind us that folks can see, and I know they look a little different than what they've looked in the past. Why don't you explain to us the technology behind these fans?
These are power breezer fans. They are really a military-grade Mr. fan. They put out really somewhere around a 30, 40 mile per hour wind, and lots of water comes through there, and it really helps, really cools them off.
I see that y'all rigged up the trailer here and got the generator, and how many gallons of water do they hold at a time?
Honestly, I don't know. We've never really filled them all the way up. Again, I think it's going to be somewhere around
Like
probably 50 or 60 gallons apiece.
Looks about like that. How many? I see a lot of help out here, and I know I was looking at you just pointing, going, go here, go here, go here. How many student trainers and what have you do you have out here helping?
I have 5. I say 5. I have about 5 senior student aides. I also have somewhere around 9 or 10 total students per practice. We have a freshman practice and a varsity JV practice. So I get about 10 students apiece to come out to the practices. I also have 4 SFA intern students that come down from Stephen F. Austin University and do a little internship here.
Now, are they graduate students studying to be sports trainers?
Yes, they are.
Athletic trainers, I guess is the proper word.
They are graduate athletic training students, and they come down here and really help us out and do a lot for us.
Now, is that standard issue, or is that something you've come up with on your own?
I'll be honest, we all have our own hats out here, but they're absolutely a necessity. Every coach has some sort of big floppy hat, and everybody wears one.
Well, folks, y'all keep checking back with us. We'll have more updates as the Lufkin High School Panther football camp of 2015 continues.
Welcome, Panther fans, to day 3 of the 2015 football camp. We're with Scott Green, the offensive coordinator for your Lufkin Panthers. And Coach, thanks for joining us first off.
Hey, it's a great opportunity.
And
fired up.
This is short and sweet, but these 4 days, what do you look for from your kids, and are you seeing it?
One of the most important things we look for is carrying over from the springtime. I mean, we work our tails off in the spring. We build our system. They take the summer. We go through 7-on-7. We try to get them all back. try to elaborate from the spring, make sure we carry over is the big and most important thing. Second thing is conditioning. I mean, we're here to make sure we're in shape for the pads on Friday and make sure we can handle it.
Well, I know the kids get excited about the pads on Friday, and I also know that you've got a lot of skilled position players to replace this year, and I'm assuming you take this time to start to grade that out. If you did, you probably started in the spring.
You know, it's high school football. You know, we'd love the opportunity to pick and choose who we have, but good Lord gives us, Coach Quick gives us an evaluation of who we need. We start from outside ones. We lost some great Terry Marks. We lost Kiki's, the Houstons, and the Abneys. Now we're replacing them with the Davises and the Phillipses and the Stavon Fields and Malik Ellis and Jackson and all those guys. So
Next man up, huh?
that's right. We try to put them in the best position to be successful.
Well, I know everybody's looking forward to Friday when the team hits the field in pads, and we'll be here for you. That's going to be it today from day 3 of football camp in 2015, and we'll look forward to talking with you tomorrow.
Welcome back, Lufkin Panther fans. Day 4 of the Lufkin Panther 2015 football camp. Today I've got Coach Alton Dixon, Lufkin Panther class of 05, Texas A&M class of 2010, and 4-year coach here back at Lufkin High School. Alton, I've had people tell me that they buy tickets just to come watch you on the sideline. The excitement that Coach Dixon puts in, by far, he's the most excitable person on the field on any given Friday night. Coach, thank you for being with us today. You're coaching secondary and special teams.
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Last year, you had a pretty full backfield of seniors.
Yes, sir.
Last year. This year, a lot of new faces out there. Tell us a little bit what you got coming back this year.
Well, this year we're pretty young. We're going to be young, but we do have one senior in Luke Raleigh and Levante White. Very good young men, very coachable kids, love to work every day. It's a process, but the young kids are really seeing what those older guys are doing, and they're trying to mirror what they're doing, which is a good thing, because if you got guys that are leaders, that breeds itself, and it's contagious. And I think that we're doing very well right now. I think our kids are really homing in on what we need to do defensively in the secondary. I think we're very focused. It's been a really good fall camp. There's bumps in the road, but I think for the most part, I think our kids are catching on very well.
How is day 4 of camp? How is conditioning and what have you? Of course, Coach Quick said they came out here first day jumping and hooping and hollering. How is day 4?
Well, day four ain't like day 1. I can tell you like that. I don't care who you is, if it's 103 degrees, you're going to get tired.
It's hot.
And, and we try to preach to our kids, it's a mindset.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mindset. If you go ahead and get it in your mind, hey, I'm finna go out here in this hot heat, but I'm finna get this work done. I'm going to get this work done. The mindset is the biggest issue. And I think our kids do a really good job because, if you see it from Coach Quick, I want to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have that mindset too.
Mm-hmm.
And our kids do a really good job of coming out here and fighting the heat. Our trainers do a really good job. The excitement is there. It's there. I think it's been homed in to more focus on my job right now. But I couldn't be more proud of what our kids are doing right now.
Alton, this is calmest I've seen you all day. Well, folks, there you go. Coach Alton Dixon, one of Lufkin's own right here. You keep checking with us for more updates on Lufkin Panther TV. Welcome back, Lufkin Panther fans. Day 5 of the Lufkin Panther football camp of 2015. Today we have defensive coordinator Coach Jason Holman. Coach comes to us from after a successful career at Chapel Hill. Welcome, Coach.
Thank you.
This is the first look our Panther fans have got to see.
Yes, sir.
And so, Coach, tell us a little bit about your philosophy with your successful career at Chapel Hill, and how much of that do you bring to Lufkin? What works, what doesn't?
Okay. Defense in today's day and age is all about playing with effort. That's the first thing we talk about. You can talk about X's and O's and schemes and all of that type of stuff, but if the effort's not behind it, it's not going to be productive for you. So the starting ground for building successful defenses, you've got to get them flying around. You've got to convince them that they can get to the ball no matter where it is on the field, and you just got to develop that mentality. Then, of course, you take it from there, and you get better with technique and fundamentals, and you get there through reps.
Day 5 of camp, first day of pads. How's that working?
Working well, you know. I mean, we had pretty much what we would expect. It's been so hot out here. You expect the mind to kind of go on you a little bit, particularly when you put the pads on. You add the bulk, you add the heat. So, other than that, I'm very pleased with where we are. Our kids have worked hard. It's a good group. They're a smart group. They ask good, intelligent questions. You can tell they want to learn the game, and they love the game of football. And all those ingredients is what it takes to be a successful football player.
Great. Coach, we appreciate your time today. Folks, y'all stay with us. Coming up Monday, we'll have another interview and another update from the 2015 Lufkin Panther football camp.
Welcome to day 6 of the fall camp, or the fall preseason as we call it, for the Lufkin Panthers. Today we have Jamie Bridges, the defensive line coach, with us. I don't think we've ever interviewed Jamie, so this will be his first opportunity for y'all to get to know. Jamie, as a defensive line coach, I know there's certain things you're looking for as you come out in the fall, and are you seeing those?
We are. We're getting really good effort out of the kids. They're doing everything we've asked. We started working this defense in the spring, and they've caught on and ran with it, and we're able to add something daily. Working with a bunch of smart kids. I'm lucky and have a bunch of returning lettermen. I think we have 8 seniors on the defensive line, so we're really lucky about that.
Well, did you change the defense for this fall from what we saw last year?
Yeah, just terminology for the most part. It's going to be, we got a new defensive coordinator in, so it's different terminology. A few little tweaks that we're doing differently, but they're catching up on the terminology really well and doing good.
That's good to hear. I know everybody, as fans that have watched it over the last couple of years, have an interest in this new defensive coordinator. And I'll be honest, I don't know his name, but I really can't wait till Friday night when we see it on the field this week.
Yeah, we're really excited. We're just flying around trying to make plays. We've got 3 guys that'll be returning. They'll be 3-year starters at the end of this year in Boone Massey, Carl Chapman, and Eric Smallwood. And then we've got a couple other seniors, and Jalen Don and Ja'Cory Yankton, that are going to be able to help us some.
That's great. I know they're tired of hitting each other. They're ready to hit somebody else in a different color jersey, and I suspect Friday night there'll be a little bit of fire. Maybe not first game fire, but a little bit of fire to hit somebody else.
Oh no, they're tired of fighting each other. They're ready to get out on the field against somebody else.
Well, we sure appreciate your time. Thanks for visiting with us for a moment today, and be back with us tomorrow. We'll be back with day 7, and I'm not sure who we'll have for an interview, but we'll have someone for you. You're watching Lufkin Panther TV. Good afternoon from Lufkin Panther day 7 of the preseason workouts. Today we're with Coach David McPherson, special teams coach. And Coach, I know from last year and looking at the roster, you're replacing both your punter and your place kicker. And I don't know about your deep snapper, but that's probably as critical as either of the other two.
Absolutely. When we get on the field to punt, it is a game-changing play. You can win and lose on that one play. And so deep snapper is definitely very, very important. We're replacing everybody from front to back. And it is a process that we have to go into. And the big deal is with these kids, I have other responsibilities on the field. And so during practice, I don't get to spend the whole practice with them. So they do a lot of it on their own. And so they have to be very self-motivated. They have to listen to coaching when they have the opportunity to get it. And then they have to work on their own a lot.
Well, it's one of the 3 phases of the game, and we always forget it. We always talk about, well, the defense did this or the offense did that, but maybe more critical than that is how good we do on special teams about field position, because it is a field position game.
Absolutely. It is a big, big deal. And just like you said, a lot of people forget the 3rd phase of the game, special team. It's a make-or-break situation on as far as field positioning and scoring points when you have the opportunity.
Well, I know you don't want to go into X's and O's and everything, but are you liking what you're seeing at this point? I'm sure it's still a work in progress.
It is. I've got a lot of young kids. I've got one senior coming back, has some experience at it. I do a lot of recruiting from our soccer program, and as most people know, that I coach soccer is my other sport, and that gives me a leg up on this. And by using those kids, they already know how to kick. It's teaching them how to kick a football instead of a round ball and oblong ball. And it makes the transition a little easier because the kicking is already there. And that's one advantage that I have on that as far as recruiting and trying to get the right kids in the position.
Well, folks, this year as you watch the games, don't forget the special teams and their importance.
Absolutely.
Be sure and watch these kids and realize they put in probably not just a few weeks of practice. They've been putting in several months just to get ready for this season. We appreciate you watching, and we'll be back tomorrow with hopefully Coach Cook in the offensive line and Coach, and we'll see where we go from there. But we'll look forward to seeing you all at the stadium when we start playing in Longview.
Welcome back, Lufkin Panther fans. It's Wednesday here at Lufkin Panther camp for 2015. Today I've got offensive line coach, Coach Cook. Coach, you lost 3 starters last year. Probably one of the better offensive linemen that's come through that's wearing maroon over in College Station now. What have you got coming back, and how have you filled those holes?
Well, you can't replace Eric McCoy. He's probably he's fine to be in the first total there at A&M, but we've got Blake Lazarine coming back at center. We worked him a little bit at tackle, but he's probably going to be our center. Got another one, Jared Johnson. He's going to be back. He's at right guard. He's also played a little center, and we've got a few back other than those two. A few back that's taken a couple of Friday night snaps, but for the most part, those are the ones we got back. We'll have a sophomore starting right tackle probably. Had a pretty good spring. He's coming along. Probably going to have a sophomore starting left tackle, which is scary going into our non-conference schedule and even in our district schedule. But we're getting ready. Those guys are working every day, and we're moving in the right direction.
Coach, not counting spring, but we're 8 days into fall practice here. And often you hear that it all starts with offensive line, the continuity, working together, and what have you. How much time does it take these guys, and where are they now?
Well, in the spring we needed instead of 4 weeks, we needed about 8 weeks. Blake Lazarine was in baseball,
right,
and so we didn't have him, so we moved some guys around, and now showing back up, we've shuffled the deck again a little bit, so we need more time, and we talk about it all the time. We need to try to get the same 5 all moving in the right direction, which is tough when you're moving people in and out. So we've got a couple more days till we get ready for Longview, and we're going to use Friday night as our scrimmage. We'll use it as another practice, just another chance to get used to moving beside one another and see how the other one works. But when we run into Longview, we'll be ready to go.
Any details on the scrimmage? I understand it's not at Bowers, it's at the high school.
It'll be at Huntsville High School there. They turf their field. I think they play soccer there. No stands, no press box. It's just going to be a good old, regular old practice for us. Just a different colored jersey we get to hit, but we should get a bunch out of that.
What's our time?
7 o'clock. Well, varsity will kick off at 7. I think freshmen go at 5. JV will be at 6, and varsity will go at 7 o'clock.
Good deal. Coach, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Folks, y'all stay with us. Check back with us tomorrow, and I hope to have talk to the running backs coach, Coach Guzman. That's it from here from 2015 Lufkin Panther football camp. Welcome back, Lufkin Panther fans. Today we have Coach Guzman, running back coach, here for the Panthers. Coach, was watching a little film last night, and I'm missing Steven Sal, and I'm sure you are too this year.
Oh, we'd love to do that, no doubt.
Who we got that's going to fill that gap this year?
Well, this year we're probably going to play by committee.
Yeah.
We're going to have 3 or 4 guys that are really stepping it up this year. We have Dalvin Smith, who played some H and F, which is our tailback, fullback position. He'll go back and forth playing both. We have Ellis Jackson. He's our little speed guy. He'll give us a little quickness from the tailback position. And then we have a new guy, came over from the defensive side, played linebacker for us last year. He's the backup, but he's an experiment at running back this year, and he's doing a good job this fall. And his name's Khalil Brown. You'll expect to see him in there some as well.
Anything? I know last year we ran a little bit of 2-back with Smith coming in, but it was mostly just a single back. Was that by design, or the fact that you've got a little more depth there this year. Can we expect to see something different out of the backfield?
We can. We have a little more depth, as you mentioned. So we have the versatility and we have the manpower or the numbers to do a few different things. And a lot of times it dictates, depends on what the defense is doing as opposed to whether we're 1 back, 2 back, and so forth. And, Coach Green decides, what advantages that we have going 2 back and 1 back. And we'll make those decisions collectively when we watch film on people the week before.
We ain't got a Jaworski hiding somewhere, do we?
Oh, I'd be nice. if he's here, he's hiding, that's for sure.
Well, folks, that's going to be it for today. Hey, tomorrow we're not having practice, but we are having a scrimmage. So drive over to Huntsville, and freshmen start at 5. JV's at 6, and then varsity at 7. Is that correct? Okay, and it's going to be at the Huntsville High School, not Bauer Stadium like we'd first heard. Y'all stay with us. You're watching Lufkin Panther TV. Welcome back, Lufkin Panther fans. Tonight we've come over to Huntsville, to the Huntsville High School, and to watch a little of the scrimmage action that the Lufkin Panthers are taking part in tonight. It's a little different than a normal scrimmage. There's 3 teams here, Lufkin, Huntsville, and Conroe. And Kerry, from what I can tell, we've been running 10 plays, switch, and another team will rotate in, and then they'll run 10 plays, and then we'll get our other team out there, and they'll run 10 plays, and then the 2s come in and run. And
the guy that put the script together, he did okay. He must be an engineering student.
Absolutely. So, our kids aren't getting gassed. But
No.
Starting the night off, Lufkin offense and defense both probably a little apprehensive,
A
little sluggish, and but all of a sudden something clicked. And offense and defense, Lufkin's been running up and down the field all night, running and passing. We've been talking this week with the coaches about the different players and that we've got coming this year. And all around, I'm seeing what they're talking about. The potential is there. Still a little rough around the edges, but hey, it's scrimmage, and Monday morning starts week 0.
Can you believe it's already time for high school football?
Exactly.
Yeah, I think they see the light at the end of the tunnel and the talent that they have, and it's a question of getting that talent on the field, relaxed, and taking care of their chores, their job on the field.
Well, and we say this every year. They're high school kids, they're young teenagers, and probably a lot of that apprehensiveness was don't mess up.
Sure.
And then they fell out. They got a few pops and got a few hits, and and things like that. Things kind of woke up, and all of a sudden they just started getting in a rhythm.
The thing that's impressed me the most is the depth they have, maybe at running back and at wide receiver.
Absolutely.
The skill positions seem to be where we graduated so much, seem to be in good shape and in good hands.
Offensive line, the 2 sophomores that they're starting on the offensive line, bookends. Impressive. They're holding their own.
They are, and they have to down here because next week we roll into Lobo Stadium and they're going to see things they didn't see down here this week.
Yes, absolutely. But anyway, we've had a good a good fall practice. Monday morning school starts. They'll start getting in their routine, and the season starts Monday morning.
It does. They'll start that routine that they'll do for hopefully the next 20 weeks.
Yeah, it's
or 18 weeks. It's 18 weeks actually.
Yes, absolutely. Well, folks, we just want to give you a little bit of the scrimmage here tonight. We like what we see. This year, your Lufkin Panther TV crew is Kerry Dale and myself, Ricky Gay, along with Coach Bobby Baker, are going to be calling the action for you this year. One other thing, we need some sponsors. If you want to go on that ride with us, and we look like it's going to be a good one, you come on down to MSGPR, give them a call, and they've got a sponsor package for you. Lee Miller said the other day that he'll cater whatever you want. He'll make it happen. So anything else, Kerry?
No, folks, just help us out if you can. I mean, these telecasts provide an excellent service for the folks that can't get out to the games for one reason or another, and that may be me next. You never know. And help us out if it's possible.
And we've said this before. This is a labor of love for us. but production cost and things like that, that's where we need a little help. And so next week, get in your car, drive up to Lobo Stadium.
Absolutely.
The next week, get in your car, drive up to Tyler Rose as we take on Tyler Lee. And then we got one more in Shreveport.
Against West Monroe.
Against West Monroe. And then we get to take off a week. And then we're at home for the opening.
Nacogdoches Dragons.
Nacogdoches Dragons for district opener.
I think we owe them one, don't we?
We owe them 2.
Oh, 2. That's right. It's 2.
And I hadn't been at either one of those. So I'm going to be here this year. So we got this one in the bag. Well, folks, appreciate it. And we look forward to a great season.